You stayed with the Razorbacks against getting big NIL offers from other schools. You're a vet and star defensive lineman.
When I had the sack against Tennessee, and that had went viral on TikTok and ESPN. I hope it wasn't the clip of me pushing that guy down from Cincinnati.
How do you fit into those tiny classroom desks?
Slide out the garage. I got 100 cars just for the underdogs.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Ride Around Show. Today we have Cam Ball.
With my dog Noah.
Yes sir, today we're gonna talk with him about his Razorback experience, season expectations, and his passions. Let's hop right in.
Put my pedal to the floor. Yeah, make it roar. Pull up skirt, vintage door. Jump out.
I got mine on, and I gotta make that known. I have it on, it's just towards the back. I don't want no
I see the comments every episode about, so we just not gonna wear our seatbelts?
My seatbelt is on, people.
You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. You ever been in a Bronco Raptor?
Man, I've never even been in a Bronco before.
Oh, say less.
So a Raptor is even more crazy.
Man.
I thought Raptors was just on trucks.
Yeah. It's football season. I know the fans are excited. You're a vet for sure.
Oh yeah, old man. They call me Unc.
You're from Atlanta.
Yes, sir.
Did you have 42
Division I scholarships coming out of high school.
You've played all 4 years at Arkansas, and you had a big year last year with 47 tackles, 1.5 sacks. This year, you're on a bunch of award watch lists, and you're preseason All-SEC. You probably can speak on best of where Coach Pittman and where's the team's mind at this year.
This year, man, you know, we all just really bought in and want to win. You know, we're not really looking at each other's individual accolades or individual stats. We just want to win, you know, and bring back the Arkansas culture to the fans, especially, you know, being that this is a lot of guys' last year and we have a lot of seniors. This thing can go. This morning, I woke up feeling like money. I jumped up, put on my Gucci. What you know about this? I learned it.
This episode is sponsored by Bordinos, but more about them later in the episode.
Shout out to Bordinos. That was my first NIL deal.
Yeah, well, speaking of NIL deals, it's kind of well known now that you stayed with the Razorbacks against getting big NIL offers from other schools. So, I mean, in the age of NIL, how do you kind of define loyalty?
I came here to the University of Arkansas before NIL, so NIL wasn't a big part
of your decision
in my decision to come here in the first place.
Okay.
So it wasn't really a hard decision for me to say no to people that now that they wanted me, especially a lot of schools that really wanted me after I blew up here to say in college. How I look at it is, man, if you didn't want me then, you know, I don't want you now if you want me now. Arkansas has been there with me through it all, you know, when nobody else didn't believe in me. So it's only right that I show loyalty and love to the state, to the fans, and to everyone around, you know, just Arkansas in general.
You're the only one of 29 seniors on Arkansas roster who spent his entire career with the Razorbacks.
Yeah, one of a kind, man. High school, I've always dreamed about going to like a Friday Night Lights, you know, they shut down the town and all that, but I didn't really have the opportunity to experience that because I went to high school in the city. But this is everything that I've dreamed about growing up as a kid, you know, getting the full experience of playing not only college football, but SEC college football. Money, money, money.
Your strength and conditioning coach said if you knew the amount of money he was offered to leave here and for him to stay, that tells you a lot about who he is.
Yeah.
We talking house money or car money?
Man.
I know how it's gonna figure, but
we talking we talking a lot of money. I'm not gonna really put a number on it.
But, on it? Okay.
Yeah, but if we say house money, yeah, we talking a big house, man. Big house. I'm not really focused on NIL to be honest, man, because the main thing and the main goal has always been NFL and NFL contract money. So I know God is gonna bless me in the future. I'm not really in it for the now aspect. I'm in it for the longevity and the long term. So I done lost everything. I never lost my self-esteem. Back and forth, up and down the streets, feel like a trampoline. Never supposed to go and get me. We on the same team. They gotta see this.
So you're a D-line man. You're not the edge. You're the tackle, right?
Yes, sir. I'm
right?
interior.
Interior. What's your main job?
My main job is to, you know, clog up holes and gaps, take on double teams, so my linebackers can flow free and, you know, they have a better vision and a clearer view of how they need to go down and attack the running backs and attack the quarterbacks. And, you know, sometimes if I do get lucky, I'll have the opportunity to go attack the
Quarterback.
you know what I'm saying, the quarterback and the running back as well. So mainly just being a vessel up front for the back end guys and making their jobs much easier. You know, I take that with pride of having a heavy load of making things way easier for the guys around me so we all can be successful. You're the kind of guy that want for eye for real. You also selfish. I'm the type of guy ready to die for this shit. Let's go prevail us.
Do you have a favorite highlight or moment?
I mean, the one that comes to my head, the most recent one would have to be when I had the sack against Tennessee. It was, I want to say it was like either our second or third time being on the field, and it was like a third down stop. We had like an all-out blitz play, and I had ran just as fast as I could and with the most aggression as I could, and you know, I got back there, I hit the little Kevin Gates celebration that went viral on TikTok and ESPN, and just to hear all the fans and, you know, the announcer scream my name, man, all the adrenaline was pumping. That was probably one of my hands down best favorite memories, you know, being here and playing for the Hogs.
Yeah. How much you lift?
Last time I benched like heavy was before like my elbow surgery. Probably like 405, man. Yeah, I'm a big squatter though. You know, I love to squat. The most I probably squat in my life was like 620, 630.
Oh, I got some aunts that way that much.
Oh, you gonna get in trouble for that?
When I looked you up, what clip do you think came up first?
I hope it wasn't the clip of me pushing that guy down from Cincinnati.
Yep.
Man, it's a bad misconception with that clip. Like, I'm not a dirty player by any means.
So you didn't get caught in 4K?
I got caught, but I didn't do it on purpose. What happened was I was tired. I was so tired, and I was trying to look to the sideline and get the next play. And all of a sudden, I seen somebody just come like in my peripheral, and I'm tired. I got my hands on my hips, and he just came, and I didn't see who it was. So I had pushed him so I could see the play. And then I didn't realize what I had did until after the game, and I got on my phone and I kept seeing all these things saying number 5's an a-hole, and I had so many dirty messages in my DM and comments. Like, I still receive hate from that video, and that video was 3 years ago. So it is crazy, man.
All publicity is good publicity, maybe.
Yeah, maybe, you know, probably about 90% of the time.
We're on Dixon Street now, driving past Bordinos.
The one and only.
Yes, sir. So shout out to this episode's sponsor, Bordinos. It's a high-end restaurant right here on Dixon. You'll catch the mayor, coaches, players. So if you're in town visiting for a game, or if you live here, definitely add it to your list of places to try.
Got to.
You had an NIL deal with them?
Bordinos was my first ever NIL deal, man. Shout out to Molly, shout out to Jeff. They really took a chance on me when nobody else did it in the NIL game, and you know, I got an opportunity. I shot my first commercial with Bordinos as well, and that was 2022. So you can tell just how welcoming and how loving that company is all together. So I'm forever grateful for Bordinos, man. Shout out Bordinos. Go check it out if you haven't.
We handle the business like gentlemen. I can't rock with us.
How do you fit into those tiny classroom desks?
So, you know, I make sure that I go to class on time. I'm on time, but in every class that I've been in, it's always like just one chair just straggling in the back, no desk, just a chair. And I make sure that that's the main priority for me to get that chair every single day. And if I'm not able to get the chair, then I'll just sit on the floor.
So you can't fit into the desk?
No, I cannot.
Yeah, because
in certain classrooms I can, but like the regular like lecture halls and stuff, no,
no.
With the little fold one, I save myself the embarrassment and the trouble. And, you know,
I stand up with the chair.
I get the question of why are you sitting on the floor, Cameron, or why are you all the way in the back? And I just, you know, I'm comfortable back here, you know. So.
How many times a week do people ask you, do you play football, when they already know the answer?
Probably, it's 7 days out the week, so probably 7.
Yeah, every day.
I get that a lot.
What teammates definitely invited to the cookout, and what teammates definitely not invited to the cookout?
Who's invited to the cookout? Probably Wyatt Simmons. Who cannot come to the cookout? David Oki. David Oki can't come to the cookout because if David Oki gets on the aux, he's gonna play like some Nigerian kids bop, like, bro.
I got my lyrics on froze. I got my rhymes on froze. I got my necklace on froze. Both of my ears on froze. I didn't fade it, I'm sipping on maple.
If you had to trade lives with one of your teammates for a week, who would it be?
Taylen Green, of course. That's the quarterback, man. That's the heart and soul of the Hogs. Taylen Green, I want to see how it is to, especially dealing with Bobby Petrino. I know that's not easy, but I'll trade places with him. See how his life is, man. Especially being a quarterback of a major SEC school. I know it's kind of difficult, but fun at the same time.
You and Taylen always seem to kind of off the field be in the same places. So kind of what's that connection like?
See, in practice, Taylen likes to run for me a lot, even though I can't touch him. And by any means, I'm not trying to touch him at all in practice, but he tends to run away from me. He's a pretty fast guy. But, you know, me and Taylen get right along. Our lockers are right next to each other, so we talk, if not every day, almost every day. But Taylen Green, that's my dog, man. That's too much speed for me, man. I'm like an old head. I ain't in all the speed and stuff for real. You scaring me, boy.
Slow down, youngie.
Man.
If you weren't on the D-line, what's the most delusional position you think you could play?
Quarterback.
For real?
You ask anybody that knew me growing up, I thought I was the best quarterback smoking.
Okay.
Until I got to high school and we was down offensive line. I was taking reps at quarterback. I was just a little chubby kid playing quarterback, and the offensive line coach was like, yeah, man, I got a position for you to come play. And, you know, me being a 9th grader, I was like, man, any way I can get on the field. So he took me over there to a position called offensive line, and I haven't seen quarterback since. Gotta start rolling. I was thinking about Jackson, Grants, and Ben Frank, only thing on my mind.
What does kind of being in your frat and that community mean to you? Or?
Man, it means the world to me, you know. Being in Omega Psi Phi fraternity, that's something I dreamed about doing as a kid, man, you know. At first, to be honest, you know, when I was a kid, I just seen, you know, guys in purple and gold just jumping around, and I knew that that's something I wanted to do. But the more I started getting into the fraternity and the more I became a part of the fraternity, and I seen about all the impacts in society as well. So, man, I love my fraternity to death. I was the president, had an opportunity to bring in other members and stuff of that nature, and I help out when I can. But man, you know, Omega Psi Phi till I die. That's all I can say.
Your father passed in June a couple months ago.
Yes, sir.
With your father's passing, do you feel that's kind of changed your mindset or outlook on the game and this season?
I'll say it has a little bit, you know.
I know he was a big part in kind of being there and for your mental throughout your career. So.
Oh yeah. I mean, me and my father, we've always talked, you know, especially when he started to get ill. I know the main goal I've had and what I need to do to achieve, and me and my father talked about it all the time. You know, we never talked about how to achieve the goal when he's not here, but I know whatever I do that he's still there with me, you know, even though it's not in the flesh, and how proud of everything that will accomplish and just everything we dreamed and talked about, you know. Man, I'm just so thankful that I had the opportunity to have a great father in my life and, you know, help me experience all these things. And like I said, I know he's still with me for the ride. So
is that him on your chain?
Yeah, this is him right here. You know, his real name is Charles Ball, but his nickname is Iceman.
Oh,
yeah.
I saw Iceman in your bio. I didn't know if it was a Drake reference or.
No. See, that's the crazy thing. Drake came out. See, Drake really got that from us.
Yeah.
Because I didn't see nobody say anything about Iceman, you know, until the passing of my father. But my father's nickname is Iceman, so I start to call myself like Iceman Jr. To take up his legacy after him.
What business would you start?
Oh, that's easy. Ball's Barbecue.
Ball's Barbecue. Okay.
Yes, sir. That's my little barbecue business I had going. I was gonna pick back up this summer, you know, but then I had the loss of my pops. At first, that was his company, just like a little side hustle, side gig for him. So, Ball's Barbecue, man. Whenever I do get some money, I want to start my own company, you know, especially in memory of him now. To make sure it pops more than ever. Woke up, feeling like money. I jumped up, put on my Gucci's in my hand, got my bag.
What qualities do you feel you need to show NFL scouts this year to make the NFL goal a reality?
I feel like, you know, the main thing for me would be consistency. Just showing that I can be a dominant player every play, day in, day out, not taking plays off, and, you know, just all around consistency for me. That's like the last, you know, the cherry on the cake, cherry on the ice cream for me, just being consistent.
What do you kind of hope your legacy will be with the Razorbacks?
My legacy, my main thing that I tell people all the time is that I want people to know, especially in the state of Arkansas, that there will never be another Cam Ball. There will never be anybody of this caliber of a person, of a player, just anybody like me in general. And I just want to leave my legacy and leave my mark of being a loyal, down-to-earth guy, all-around good person, and, you know, Arkansas man forever. Be the best, number one, no self or anything. These daily affirmations right here. Big bread with my team.
Well, that was all my questions. I think the fans probably got to learn you a lot more. You got a big personality, loyal to the Razorbacks, talented athlete. I'm excited to see what you do this season.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you for having me, man. This has been one of the best interviews I've ever done, man.
Hey,
I enjoy being on the show, bro.
Made the Ferrari slide on the 91. 105, press the gas in the slower zone. I like PJ so much I might buy me one.
200 shotties on a Taylen 9.